As we get back to celebrating in-person events more and more, the do's and don'ts around I do's and being a good wedding guest may have become a little more complicated. So to ensure wedding goers mind their manners ahead of their summer celebrations, etiquette expert Diane Gottsman is here to share tips on etiquette with everything from the RSVP requisite to the air hug and more. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for having me.
So we know the world's starting to open up more and more. Weddings are being held in person with actual guests. What can guests expect to be different now as a result of the pandemic?
You know, so many things have changed, and travel may include a car rather than an airplane. Your stay when you go to a destination wedding may include a hotel rather than staying with family. So I've partnered with Hilton this summer wedding season, and they have a confirmed connecting rooms by Hilton, which allows their guests to book 2 or more connecting rooms. And that is one way for their guests to stay together pre and post COVID and enjoy the moment. Another way that they have opened, our changes have been our air hugs and our RSVPs and all kinds of things that we have to now re-navigate with this new wedding season. Because as you know, so many things have changed from just a year and a half ago.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that, because when we talk about comfort level, some people may be more okay being in close proximity. Others may want to keep the distance. So how do we be considerate of all of that?
We all have different comfort levels. And I think that just knowing that makes it more comfortable for us, because we're aware. So always watch the body language of the other person. If they're reaching out for a hug and you're comfortable, by all means do the same. But if you're not comfortable, you can very kindly and in a friendly, engaging way say, "It's so great to see you, Aubrey, but for now, I'm still not hugging," or handshaking, whatever the greeting would be. So I think it's important to just be communicative, but also at the same time be gracious.
And when we talk about those etiquette tips, it can be tricky. I mean, even pre-pandemic, what's the right thing to do, the right thing to wear? Like, how do we do this and that? What are some of the tips that you're recommending when it comes to etiquette so that guests can be ready to have fun this wedding season?
It's really easy. So, simple things like make sure you RSVP. You have 1 week, maybe 2, not 2 months. So dress for success. If it says cocktail attire, or if it says backyard casual because you're going to a very casual kind of ranch style wedding, do what they ask. Dress as they want you to, even in a virtual wedding. And if you are wanting to take photos because you're so excited, only do so if the bride and groom have approved, and then use their hashtag. If not, put your phone away and then just enjoy yourself. Reconnect with family and friends. That's so important. And then again, you want to learn customs. If you're going to a wedding where there's specific customs and cultures, make sure that you do your homework in advance. And by the way, gift according to the registry, because that's going to be your guide. When you're going to different cultures and customs, even within the United States, there might be some little idiosyncrasies. So if you follow that registry, it's going to be a wonderful way for you to navigate some of these awkward dilemmas you may not even know about.
And one of the things that we saw in the pandemic was a lot of these virtual ceremonies versus the in-person ceremony. Is there a dress code for that?
There absolutely is. So you are going to a wedding. And if you're invited to a wedding, even a virtual wedding, number one, you send the gift, because even a virtual wedding requires that you do your part. Secondly, you look at the invitation, and if it says cocktail, even if you're at a virtual event, make sure that you're dressing to make the bride and groom proud that they invited you, so they can see what you're wearing. You just don't wear a t-shirt or your pajamas. You want to show respect to the hosts of your event.
That's right, because even those virtual weddings, they'll take a group photo, right, of all the little boxes. So I guess you still want to fit the part. And Diane, you mentioned your hotel partner, and obviously, hotels when you're traveling, that's a big part of the weddings. Why is it important that you want to kind of abide by the rules that maybe the bride and groom have set when it comes to the accommodations?
So I think it's very important. We have to be, we're always a guest, even when we're traveling. And once again, I've partnered with Hilton, and I'm very proud. They host 6,000 weddings a year in the
Wow.
United States alone. So they know what they're doing. And with this confirmed connecting rooms by Hilton booking experience, you can all get together. You can share the space. Close the doors when you want to, keep them open when you want to, but then watch your volume, watch your after hour gatherings to stay contained in your own cozy connecting rooms, because a good guest knows that whether they're at the wedding or in the hotel room, you're always being respectful of other people around you. That's what true protocol is about, and you want to have perfect wedding guest status.
That's awesome. Diane, great tips. So much to talk about, but I'm going to tell our viewers that if you want to get more from Diane, you can get those etiquette tips from her at dianegottsman.com.